What's going on, fragrance family? It's your man Gator, better known as the Novice Nose out here in these fragrance streets. And today I wanted to come to you guys with the review of a fragrance that I was so excited a few weeks ago to receive in the mail. If you've watched my unboxing of Spectrewraith and Lattafa Pisa, then you know which one I'm going with right now. It's this bad boy right here. This is Lattafa Pisa. This is the new Lattafa Pride 2 line, and I believe they've got another fragrance in that Lattafa Pride 2 line that I gotta get my hands on, because I saw Kuba actually do a review on it, and the box is a lot like this one. The bottle is a lot like this one. It's that intricate bottle, very super detailed and everything. And I think the fragrance, from his opinion at least, from what he smelled, actually seems pretty nice. Seemed like a fall type of scent. This one's definitely a spring summer scent. Without any ado, or further ado I should say, this is Lattafa Pisa. Now, as you see on the bottom, let me go ahead and get this thing to focus. There we go. Now, this thing looks all majestic and everything, and it is heavy. Guys, this thing is pretty, and I think I dropped it on my table when I first did the unboxing. This thing is super heavy. You can knock somebody out with this. This is a beautifully detailed and intricate bottle, though. I will say that Lattafa is putting a lot of money into their bottles. Now, the big question is what's in the bottle. So, looking for the notes on this particular thing, you can't find them. And normally I would start out with the notes, to kind of give you, start painting a picture of what this fragrance actually is. This doesn't have any notes online right now, right? But there are similarities in this fragrance to some other fragrances that I've had experience with. During the unboxing that we had, I actually, let me put this down because it's actually heavy. During the unboxing that I did, when I smelled it, when I sprayed it, and actually let me do a little spray on it right quick, just so y'all can see, the atomizer is not trash, but it ain't the best of the atomizers. I mean, it's serviceable though, I will say that. But anyway, during my unboxing of the fragrance, it immediately, when I smelled it, it smelled like something familiar to me. And it just so happened that I was actually working on a review for a couple of Louis Vuitton Imagination clones, and I looked, I was like, wait a minute, I have a decant of Imagination right here. That's exactly what you get in the opening. You get a little more citrus forward, less smooth version of Imagination when you first spray it on, man. And in the air, that's what it smells like. It smells like a super citrusy version of Imagination. Now, not the type of citrus that you would find in the Norstag Expressions version of the Norstag Trois, because Norstag Trois is proclaimed to be a dupe of Imagination. But in all honesty, man, when you smell Imagination and you smell that, you see where they took that citrus and just amped it up a good bit. It smells more like Afternoon Swim with a little bit more ginger than it does actual Imagination. Divert from all that, right? So you get a little bit of that Imagination DNA in the air, but it quickly fades. Like that little ozonic, slightly ozonic, slightly gingery effervescence. As it starts to dry down, you start picking up what this thing is actually going for. And it gets really musky, and it gets, that citrus starts to really bottom out. It becomes the dominant part of the fragrance, and then you start kind of feeling that musk start creeping in right around that 15 to 20 minute mark, and it kind of stays linear going out from there for at least about 2 to 3 hours or so. That is the appearance of Bvlgari Tygar, and that's exactly what this is. This appears to be a clone of Bvlgari Tygar. To be completely honest, I prefer this over Tarathi Blue. and that's just from the 2 or 3 times that I've worn this. As far as, this was the best time to wear this, by the way, because going out in the wild right now in Atlanta, with it being, you know, in the high 90s and, you know, being pretty humid, it's good testing ground for this particular fragrance. And to be completely honest, it did not disappoint. Longevity was there. Like I said, it was a little bit light in the ass when I first got it. Emptied the clip on it, you know, means I sprayed it out about 6 times, threw it in the maceration drawer, came back to it after about a week, and performance had increased already just with that little week that it was in the drawer. I got about 6 to 8 hours on it, on skin. It did present for a while though, and you can go nose blind this. One of the things that I learned that very first time that I wore it is that you can go nose blind to it pretty quickly. I've been nose blind to it in the first like 20-30 minutes of it. Didn't realize it was on me, and then I was around one of my co-workers. I actually bumped into one of my co-workers in the store, and she was like, "Hey, wait a minute, that smells really good. What are you wearing today?" And she was maybe about, you know, give it about a good 2-3 feet from me. This was about 3 hours into the fragrance, so it was still projecting at that point. So it does have some performance. I didn't even know it was still there. I was like, you know, I keep a decant in my pocket, so I'm like, okay, do I need to go ahead and refresh before I go in? Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm trying to test this to see how long it lasts. It's not really lasting very long. I can't really smell it. Nah, it was there, and it was pumping, and people around me were actually feeling that sillage and that musk and citrus pumping off of me. It did get super musky around that 4 to 5 hour mark. You start to really pick it up. Now, this is where the humidity could have been a factor in that. It was super humid that first, the second, and I think the third time actually as well that I wore it. But it was still very clean. And this is kind of what this is. It's a super clean citrus fragrance with a little bit of musk in there. It's not like shower gel clean though. It is a very musky type of clean. Sometimes with Tygar Blue, I do get a little bit of that shower gel in it, but this one is more along the lines of you're getting the straight musk. You still pick up a little bit of that ginger actually too. Looks like a little bit of a bump of ginger, which kind of sets this apart from the Tygar Blue. And by the way, let me address this now. I said it on the unboxing video, and I'll say it now. It's still fuck Tygar, but this is actually a pretty good alternative to that Tygar brand. And you're looking, I mean Tygar DNA, and you're looking at probably around, I think it's like $39.99 right now at most of the discounters. So it's definitely worth it. Sillage, you're looking, like I said, it was pressing off of me 3 hours at about 3 feet. So you definitely get that. I can say that this one is going to be one that is going to go into the summer rotation going forward. That being said, I really think this is going to be more of a spring fragrance, because as I said earlier, the high humidity is, you know, it's enough to get that muskiness, kind of swampy, so and soupy. So I think it's better in spring, but I think if you just dial down your sprays on this during the summer, you're gonna have a super pleasant and compliment attracting fragrance, man, and it's gonna be at a great price. That's all I got right now, man. It is definitely Baby approved on this one, and it is one, like I said, it's gonna go in rotation. And you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what else Lattafa does this summer, man, because this came unexpectedly. I'm wondering if they're going to have some other bangers out of that Lattafa Pride 2 line that's dropping. In the meantime, guys, that's all I got right now. If you have any questions or if you've worn it, what was your experience with this particular fragrance? Leave a comment, leave a like. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, man, and make sure you share this video with somebody that you know that loves fragrances. Until next time, peace out. See you guys later.